It's draft day in Broncos country, and there's some last minute buzz coming in, straight from ESPN's Adam Schefter. Reports say the Denver Broncos have been receiving trade calls for the 20th overall pick. This tells us two key things. First, it likely means the Broncos themselves are putting out the word pick number 20 is up for grabs. Second, they could be hoping to start a bidding war, especially among teams in search of a quarterback. If there's someone you're targeting who might not fall to you, now might be the time to move up. Why would Denver consider trading back? This year's draft class isn't packed with elite, can't miss superstars at the top. Instead, it's deep with solid starters. The player available at number 20 might not be all that different from the one available at 25, 26, or even 27. So if the Broncos can slide back a few spots, still get a quality player, and pick up an extra third rounder or future asset in the process, that's a smart move. It's worth noting that trading back would be unusual for head coach Sean Payton, who rarely did so during his time in New Orleans. He was more known for trading up, so if this move happens, it signals a new strategy in Denver's front office. As for potential trade partners, teams picking behind the Broncos and looking for a quarterback might start to panic, especially with the Steelers sitting right at number 1, 21st. Pittsburgh has been linked to several QBs, including Shedder Sanders, Jackson Dart, and Jalen Milroe. If someone's worried the Steelers might grab their guy, they'll need to act fast. Recently on the Pat McAfee show, one player mentioned that retirement is a real possibility for him. That kind of uncertainty can push quarterback-needy teams like the Browns or Giants, who kick off the second round, to consider moving up into the first. For teams looking to land a quarterback, trading up to picks 24 or 26, where the Rams and Vikings are sitting, might not be enough. That's where the Broncos come in. Sitting at number 20, Denver holds a valuable spot that could earn them a significant return, potentially even a future first-round pick if a team jumps 10 to 13 spots. At the very least, Denver could gain an extra second and third rounder. The thinking in Denver's front office might be this: if their target player, possibly a running back, is still likely to be available later in the round, why not trade down and get extra picks? There aren't many teams in the 20s looking for a running back, so the risk is low. Plus, the top backs in this class are graded very closely, meaning the drop-off in talent is minimal. So who could the Broncos be targeting regardless of where they pick? One name gaining momentum is Trevayon Henderson, the running back from Ohio State. Earlier mock drafts often had them taking Omarion Hampton from UNC, but more recent reports from reliable sources like Zach Stevens, DMVR, and Benjamin Albright, KOA, are pointing to Henderson. Let's take a closer look. Henderson was a standout player in high school in Virginia, earning Gatorade Player of the Year honors. At Ohio State, he started all 4 years, though injuries did affect his sophomore and junior seasons. In his senior year, he shared the backfield with Ole Miss transfer Quinshon Judkins, a move that showed Henderson's team-first attitude. Rather than chasing more carries for his own stats, he embraced the chance to help his team succeed, and they went on to win a national championship. Henderson is more of a home run threat, offering explosive speed and big playability. Compared to Hampton, who brings more power and runs through contact, Henderson has better top-end speed and open field burst. In fact, 22% of his carries last season went for 10 or more yards, ranking third in college football. According to draft analyst Dane Brugler, Trevayon Henderson isn't necessarily seen as a true bell cow back, but that might actually work well for Denver. Head coach Sean Payton has a history of using running backs in committees rather than relying on a single workhorse. In New Orleans, he split carries between Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram. Even before that, guys like Reggie Bush and Pierre Thomas rotated regularly. In fact, back in January, Payton even said that Denver isn't planning to use a bell cow in their backfield, so Henderson could fit nicely into that system. His draft stock, along with fellow back Quinshon Judkins, may have dipped a bit simply because they split touches in college last season, but that shouldn't be held against them. If either had received over 200 carries, they likely would have matched or outpaced the production of other top backs like Omarion Hampton or Caleb Johnson. Personally, Hampton stands out just a little more. He's got the size, speed, aggression, and a physical running style that's hard to ignore. He also brings more to the passing game than people realize. So if it were up to me, I'd lean toward Hampton or even Caleb Johnson. But that doesn't mean Henderson wouldn't be a smart pick, especially if Denver trades back in the first round and still lands him while gaining extra second and third round picks. That kind of trade down scenario might give the Broncos more flexibility to address other needs on day 2. And given how evenly matched the talent seems to be from picks 15 through 30, moving down while still landing a quality player is a great strategy. The gap between a guy taken at 20 and one taken at 30 might be minimal, and if that move adds valuable draft capital, it's a smart play.